for Sunday. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on WWJ News Radio 950.
And currently, we still have mostly cloudy skies, but I'm telling you what, it's beautiful downtown Detroit right now. It's 82 degrees. It's 83 right now in Livonia, 81 at Orchard Lake, and at Detroit Metro Airport, it's mostly cloudy and 82 degrees.
That's got to be a first, Jackie, having 82 degrees at the auto show in the same sentence.
Yes.
WWJ News Time, it's 4:50. What's Hot Around Town is sponsored by your Metro Detroit Chevy dealers. Here's Brooke Allen.
Huntington Place is the place to be tonight and this weekend. The North American International Auto Show set up at the Convention Center as well as in Hart Plaza. Kid Rock kicks off the first of two shows tonight at Pine Knob. It is all part of his Bad Reputation tour. The Romeo native will also be performing tomorrow. And country music star Luke Bryan, he is making his second appearance at the Kubiak Family Farm Saturday in Fowlerville. That sold-out show once again expected to bring in 20,000 fans to the small community. And four-wheel fun in northern Oakland County happening this weekend. The Detroit Ford Fest will be taking place at the Holly Oaks Off-Road Vehicle Park off I-75 near Grange Hall Road. The off-road vehicles will be able to climb over hills, down rock courses, and through trails. It is all about beer and wine. The beer festival up and running all weekend long. For more weekend events, subscribe to and check out the Don't Miss list at WWJNewsRadio.com.
So DraftKings Sportsbook asked me, Kevin Hart, actor, comedic rock star, a lifelong Eagles fan, go Birds, fill you in on their latest offer. New customers can now bet $5 on the NFL and get 200 in free bets instantly. Hold on, wait a minute. Not only do I get 200 win or lose, but I get it instantly? Come on, DraftKings. Not going to make you work for it? Sweat it out for at least a minute? Feel some extra bumps in my chest while the game's going on? You're crazy, DraftKings. Crazy.
Get action you can count on at DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app now, use promo code WWJ, bet $5 on any NFL team, and get 200 in free bets instant. That's promo code WWJ at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services Gambling Disorder Helpline, 800-270-7117. 21 plus Michigan only, one per new customer. Minimum $5 deposit and wager. $200 issued, paid $25 free bets. Restrictions apply. Terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook.
Aw, honey, I can't believe you gave me toe fungus.
I gave my wife toe fungus for the third time. My doctor then told me that toe fungus is not just a cosmetic problem and that it can spread and get worse. He introduced me to a new and different routine that flushes out even the most difficult cases of fungus. It's called Crystal Flush. Call now, and for a limited time, you can try Crystal Flush risk-free for 30 days. Call 800-676-1374. That's 800-676-1374.
Rates are on the rise, but with Rocket, you get an advantage. You can lock your rate for 90 days while you search for a home. If rates drop within 3 years of buying your home, you'll get exclusive savings from Rocket Mortgage to refinance to a new lower rate. We'll help you lock it and drop it so you can buy today. That's the Rocket Advantage. Call 8337-ROCKET or go to therocketadvantage.com.
Must have purchase rate between 71822 and 93022. Call 1-833-7-ROCKET for credit terms and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states. MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3. WWJ News Time, it's 4:53. Once again, here's Jeff Lesson from your Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer Sports Desk.
Detroit Tigers back in action for the first of three against the White Sox tonight. First pitch is 7:10 from Comerica Park. That's on 97-1. The ticket, man Manning pitching for the Tigers for 54-89, currently the third worst record in big league baseball. College football tomorrow right here on WWJ, your Michigan flagship station. It's number 4 Michigan playing a home game against UConn. It kicks off at 12 noon. Our broadcast time is at 9 a.m. Michigan a 47.5-point favorite. Meanwhile, number 9 Michigan State on the West Coast against Washington Saturday night. Michigan State has lost their last 12 road games against the Pac-12. They're a 3-point underdog tomorrow against unranked Washington. Lions getting ready for the Washington Commanders. That'll be Sunday at Ford Field at 1 p.m. Lions banged up along the offensive line. They are still a 1-point favorite. Jeff Lesson Sports 23-53. WWJ News Radio 950.
And we did have a down day on Wall Street. Not a great week either. Ed Corey's here. He's going to give us the update in just 1 minute. Hi, I'm Jackie Page, and I'm here with Lynette Dowler, president of the DTE Foundation, to discuss their partnership with Forgotten Harvest. Lynette, why is the work of Forgotten Harvest important to you and to your company?
The work that Forgotten Harvest does is so important because they serve a real basic need for our community members that are vulnerable, and providing food in a sustainable and nutritious way is just critically important to our citizens and our residents, and DTE Foundation is honored to be a partner of Forgotten Harvest.
Do you have a vision of community partners working together to help those in need, and if so, what is it?
One of the pillars of the work of the DTE Foundation is to serve basic human needs, and we know that no one of us can do it alone, and with partners like DTE Foundation, partnering with Forgotten Harvest, and so many sources and services, we have the ability to amp it up by working all together to ultimately get the food to citizens that need it the most.
To learn more on how your organization can be a part of the solution today, visit ForgottenHarvest.org. That's ForgottenHarvest.org.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. Fruits and vegetables are very environmentally friendly foods. Make them even more friendly by eating them in season. Join Odyssey, and together each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
WWJ News Time is 4:55. Time to check your money, and here's Bloomberg's Ed Corey.
Down day for stocks. Wall Street wrapped up one of its worst weeks in months. Traders reacting to an ugly earnings warning from FedEx about the global economy. Dow Industrials down 139. That was almost 0.5% lower. The S&P down 0.75%. The Nasdaq slid about 1/10 to finish at 11,448. This was the worst week for the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq since back in June. Reporting live at the Auto Show, I'm Ed Corey on WWJ News Radio 950.
Lottery numbers on WWJ, the Midday Daily 3362 and the Midday Daily 43883. We're going to check in with KT. Traffic starting to build as folks are heading downtown for the charity preview. We'll check in with her in 90 seconds.
In this market, you'll find Fisher Investments is different than other money managers.
Different how? Aren't we all just looking for the hottest stocks?
Nope. We use diversified strategies to position our clients' portfolios for their long-term goals.
You don't just provide cookie-cutter portfolios?
No. We tailor our clients' portfolios to their goals and needs.
But you still sell investments that generate high commissions for you, right?
No, we don't sell commission-based products. We're a fiduciary, the highest standard of care for a financial advisor. It means we're obligated to act in our clients' best interest.
So when do you make more money? Only when your clients make more money?
Yep, we have one transparent management fee structured so we do better when our clients do better.
Sounds like you really look out for your clients.
We do, because our priority is helping them achieve a comfortable retirement. That might be why most of our clients come from other money managers. Visit FisherInvestments.com to find out why investors like you switch to us. Fisher Investments. Clearly different money management.
Investments in securities involve the risk of loss.
Progressive presents Horse Metaphors about bundling your home and auto.
When you bundle your home and auto with Progressive, you get great savings and round-the-clock protection, which is as beautiful as looking your firstborn child in the eyes for the first time. Well, that's a bit much. Maybe it's more like looking your second-born child in the eyes for like the third or fourth time. Point being, the savings and round-the-clock protection are really, really magical.
Horse Metaphors, presented by Progressive. Bundle and protect today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discount not available in all states or situations.
Charging a cell phone can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. Schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech.
WWJ News Time, 4:58. Time for traffic and weather together on the 8s with traffic. Here's KT.
Well, we've got a Tiger game at 7:10, an event at Fox LCA tonight, and the Lodge. You are slow as you head into downtown tonight. The Auto Show charity preview with the Lodge Freeway southbound exit to Larned closed. It's closed until midnight. And looking through the AAA jam cams at I-94. I-94 is just jammed in between the interchanges downtown. The Lodge Freeway picking up as you head into downtown. Got a crash on the Jeffries I-96 westbound express lanes on ramp from Davison Avenue. It's on the right shoulder of the ramp. ramp. You do have a delay as you try to get onto the freeway. And construction is very heavy on I-75 southbound from South Huron Drive to I-275. Only one lane open after 8. Both sides of the freeway will go down to one lane and stay in place until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. With Kid Rock at Pine Knob tonight, I-75 northbound heavier from M59 to Baldwin, then slow in pockets to Sashabon. Up north drivers, you got a crash now on I-75 northbound after Corona Road, taking away your left lane and you're backed up to the US 23. I-75 split with your next update 508 in the Rapid Roofing 24-hour traffic center.
Clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. We'll see a low near 62, then warm tomorrow with clouds and sunshine, a high near 85. Same story on Sunday, a high near 85. Currently at Detroit Metro Airport, mostly sunny now, 82
From
degrees.
the Galliana's Van Dyke Dodge Studios, this is News Radio 950, WWJ, Detroit's news, weather, and traffic station. Good afternoon, I'm Tony Ortiz.
And I'm Jackie Page. Top stories ahead. A big week in Detroit as the auto show is back. We'll speak live with Mayor Mike Duggan coming up.
Lafayette, Coney Island getting a makeover after being shut down because of rats. We'll have the latest straight ahead.
But first, hundreds of bodies found in mass graves in a city in Ukraine reclaimed from Russia. CBS News will have that.
In sports, the Tigers are in action tonight. They face the Chicago White Sox at Comerica Park. First pitch is at 7:10 on 97.1 The Ticket.
And now, CBS News covers the world at 5 o'clock.
News Radio 950 WWJ and WSYT HD2 Detroit. Always live on the free Odyssey app. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Stacey Lynn in Washington. A horrific discovery in Ukraine. Hundreds of bodies piled in mass graves. Many appear to have been tortured. CBS's Deborah Pata is there.
When Russian forces came to Izium, they laid waste to this town, shelling relentlessly for weeks before they had full control. Hospitals and schools blown up. Clearly not military targets. Many were killed, often buried in shallow graves at mass burial sites.
Over the next few days, the grim task of exhuming and identifying the bodies begins. Republican governors have sent planes and buses full of migrants to liberal states. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis just flew almost 50 from Texas to Martha's Vineyard. He defended the move, saying Florida isn't a sanctuary state, and he blamed the president and his immigration policies.
Use every tool at our disposal to insulate the state of Florida from the negative ramifications of his reckless border policies. And yes, that involves helping with transport.
Off to London now, where the outpouring of love for the late Queen Elizabeth is huge.
People are again being allowed to join this massive 5-mile-long line, and for them it's going to be a very long wait, possibly more than 24 hours. Earlier, for around 7 hours, officials stopped people from joining the queue. It was simply too long. Many VIPs are being given special treatment, being given quick access to see the Queen lie in state. One celebrity, though, who stood with the people, former soccer star David Beckham, he was in line for more than 12 hours. Steve Futterman, CBS News, London.
Not a stellar day for the markets, and business reporter Jason Brooks says you can blame FedEx.
FedEx sent a chill through the stock market with weak earnings and warnings over a slowing global economy, leading the shipper to close 90 FedEx office locations and reduce flights, among a number of other cost-cutting moves. FedEx shares cratered by more than 20%, and that sparked today's sell-off. The Dow dropped 139 points to 30,822. NASDAQ down 104 points to 11,448. And the S&P fell 28 points to 3873.
If you're eligible to get the newest COVID booster shot, White House COVID response coordinator Dr. Ashish Jha says do it.
B5 is super contagious. It's out there. Getting a vaccine that specifically targets it is going to make a big difference.
Meantime, a new study suggests some home testing kits don't work so well detecting Omicron. They tested out the 3 most widely used rapid nose swab tests. Only one was able to correctly ID it. This is CBS News.
When you think of hiring, think of Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Broadcasting live from the North American International Auto Show in downtown Detroit and sponsored by NECA IBEW Local 58. This is WWJ News Radio 950. Good afternoon, I'm Tony Ortiz.
And I'm Jackie Page, and we are broadcasting live from the North American International Auto Show, and that's also where we find WWJ Auto Beat reporter Jeff Gilbert. And Jeff, you're going to have a special here coming up in about an hour.
I am. In an hour, we're going to have a number of VIPs here. Mary Barra, the GM CEO, will join us. So will Ford CEO Jim Farley and Mark Stewart, Chief Operating Officer of Stellantis. A couple of other people, Ralph Gilles, who is the well-known chief designer at Stellantis. We'll be talking about, where things stand in the auto industry. Nothing heavy duty, because this has been a big week. It's been a big week for the auto industry, been a big week for Detroit, and it's kind of nice seeing people here in the lobby dressed in their finest, coming in here, getting ready for an auto show charity preview where at least for a while you're going to have sunshine, and for the entire time you're going to have nice temperatures.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've been doing this for a very long time.
A very long time. I'm old. Give me the old. I used to listen to you when I was a kid.
No, I wasn't going to say that. Jeff, but does it feel a little bizarre being the temperatures are warmer?
It feels good being back. That's the first thing. I mean, it's been almost 4 years since we've done this, and yeah, it feels a little bit different, but I'll tell you, it feels pretty good. I was walking down to Hart Plaza the other night. We walked down to the Spirit of Detroit for a Chrysler event, and that's what they're hoping. You're going to be talking to the mayor shortly. That's what they want. They want people here in downtown Detroit going to the restaurants, walking on the streets, going to parties after this, and there really is a very nice vibe about it tonight. It's different. It's, the old charity preview was great, but this is good in its own right. I mean, don't expect things to be how they were forever.
Yeah, absolutely.
WWJ's Auto Beat reporter Jeff Gilbert joining us live here at the Auto Show. And Jeff, I just want to say I enjoyed listening to you when I was a kid.
Oh.
WWJ News Time, it's 5:05. Flying cars are just around the corner, and they're being shown off at this year's auto show. There's an air show at this year's event, a first for the NAIAS. Ronnie Plott, the CEO of Air, spoke live with us earlier this afternoon, and he spoke a little bit about
what you see as assisted driving works even better in the air, because you're not going to fly 6 feet from your next vehicle. You're going to fly 300 feet from your next vehicle.
When I looked at them, I think they're still a year away, but they're heading that direction, and there's a lot of people putting a lot of money in, and I hope Detroit is going to be at the center of the flying vehicle development. Within 4 or 5 years, we're going to be talking seriously about flying vehicles.
Well, and obviously you are very tight with the heads of the big three here, and what discussions are you having going forward in terms of structure, and how are we going to get all of these projects started in terms of these charging stations and so forth?
Oh yeah, well there's no question that the relationship. I mean, Mary Barra was at one point in her career the plant manager for the Detroit Hamtramck, what is now Factory Zero. Mark Stewart, who's running Stellantis for North America, and Jim Farley, who's running Ford, live in the city of Detroit. I mean, we've never had, at least not in many, many years, the kind of personal commitment of the leaders of GM, Ford, and now Stellantis to the city, and we're planning everything together. And so the charging stations are being rolled out, but we are actually building a street right now next to the train station where you can park your electric vehicle and it'll charge from underneath the street while you're parked. Michigan Avenue is going to be redesigned as the first automated vehicle lane anywhere in the state of Michigan. We're doing that with Governor Whitmer and MDOT. All of these things are being done with the leadership of Ford, GM, and Stellantis. I've never seen such a close partnership.
Mayor Duggan, on Sunday, you're going to have a Tiger game, which will have about 30,000 people. You'll have Ford Field, which will have about 60,000 people. You'll have this going on, which will make downtown Detroit literally the hive, the center of everything that's going on. Is that what you envisioned when you first became mayor years ago, that the downtown Detroit would be?
Well, and if you go out to Livernois between 7 and 8 Mile, you won't find a place to park.
Right.
It is not all downtown. This city is coming back, but all I know is Sunday, for the first time in 25 games, the Lions are favored in a football game. I will be at Ford Field to cheer them on.
Is there anything else that you would like to add, or anything else that you would like to tell our listeners about?
It's going to be beautiful weather. Come down. You'll have a great time.
Mayor Mike Duggan, thank you so much for joining us here on WWJ. Always good to see you. Thank you so much.
And if the Lions don't win, we can blame the mayor.
Yeah. All right. Well, WWJ News Time is now 5:12, and of course, as Mayor Mike Duggan says, this is a big day for the auto show, and we've been seeing a lot of traffic heading into the downtown area. We're going to check in with KT. I know we missed the update at 5:08. We'll check in with her coming up at 5:18.
WWJ News Time. It's 5:12. The Metro.
There are lots of reasons you drive.
To get to work.
To get those errands done.
To let the dog hang his head out the window.
But there's no reason to drive without WWJ. Updates every 10 minutes on the 8s, around the clock. When you're in the car, whatever the reason, you need WWJ. News Radio 950. Depend on us.
Those three dreaded letters make your heart drop every time you hear them.
This is Lawrence Levy from Levy & Associates, Michigan's leading tax resolution firm. The IRS has been allocated an additional $80 billion to help it boost tax collections. So they'll be coming after you with an army of over 87,000 new employees who will now be doing thousands and thousands of additional audits. That's why you need Levy & Associates on your side. Our experienced team is ready to fight for you and protect your rights. Our attorneys, CPAs, former IRS revenue officers, and former state of Michigan collection staff have resolved our clients' tax problems and saved them millions and millions of dollars over the past 20 years. Tax problems do not go away by themselves. Call us today at 800-TAX-LEVY. And always remember, you want a levy on your side, not one against you. Don't fear a levy, you hire a levy.
800-TAX-LEVY. That's 800-TAX-LEVY.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Cologuard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Cologuard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive results should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Cologuard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Cologuard is right for you, or visit Cologuard.com.
I'm in.
Find out what you need to know everywhere you go. Listen to WWJ on your smart speaker and on your smartphone with a free Odyssey app and online at WWJNewsRadio.com. Detroit's news, weather, and traffic station. WWJ News Radio 950. Depend on us on all your devices.
WWJ News Time, 5:15.
And there is a lot of traffic heading into the downtown area right now. We got a lot of events going on tonight. Let's check in with KT real quick.
Well, the Lodge is not the way into downtown for the Auto Show charity preview. The Lodge Freeway southbound exit to Larned is now closed until midnight. And if you're heading to the Auto Show this weekend, Lodge northbound between Forest Avenue and I-94, 2 right lanes closed tonight through Sunday afternoon. It's 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I-75 to the Jeffries, your best bet into downtown. Your next full update, 5:18.
WWJ News Time, it's 5:15. A judge has slashed nearly 4 years off the prison sentence of a star witness in the plot to kidnap Governor Gretchen Whitmer, assuring Ty Garvin will be free in 2023. Garvin's sentence of just over 6 years was reduced to 2.5 years, a reward even greater than prosecutors had sought. Federal Judge Robert Jonker cited Garvin's substantial assistance to the government and his own assessment of the 26-year-old airplane mechanic. Garvin cooperated soon after his arrest, pled guilty, and testified at 2 trials. Adam Fox and Barry Croft Jr. were convicted of conspiracy. 2 other men were acquitted last spring. A 6th man, Caleb Franks, pled guilty, but hasn't been sentenced yet.
A scheduled meeting today with President Joe Biden and the family of Novi resident Paul Whelan, also WNBA star Brittany Griner. The meetings were to be the first in-person encounter between Mr. Biden and the families amid sustained but so far unsuccessful efforts by the administration to secure the 2 Americans' release. The administration said in July that it had made a substantial proposal to get them home, but Russia has not yet settled on a deal with the U.S.
You heard it first here on WWJ. The Lafayette Coney Island closed indefinitely after an online video showed rats running through that restaurant. But now, work to clean up is underway inside.
Lafayette Coney Island. It's been closed since September 8th when video of rats inside the iconic building went viral and caught the attention of Detroit's health department. But there is a buzz inside Lafayette Coney Island. Apparently people are cleaning up. Ollie, who is the face of Lafayette, he says he's ready to open as soon as he gets all the problems fixed.
We got to clean up the basement to work company border the house, and we hire company to clean them up. And now we got to fix the tiles and open them up again.
All right, so Ollie was saying basically that he's got to clean up the basement, he's got to fix up the holes, and he's hired companies to do all that. And then as soon as he gets all that done, the health department will come in. Of course, they've got to approve before they will authorize Lafayette to open up. No date yet when they'll open. Reporting from Detroit, Charlie Langton, WWJ News Radio, 950.
WWJ News Time is 5:18.
Time now for traffic and weather together on the 8s here on WWJ with a look at rush hour traffic, including the snarls around downtown. Here's KT.
Yeah, I-94 is jammed both ways in between the interchanges, and I-75, the Fisher Freeway, north and southbound, picking up between 375 and the Jeffries. Got a Tiger game at 710, an event at the Fox and LCA, and the Lodge is not your way into downtown for the Auto Show charity preview tonight. On the Lodge Freeway, southbound exit to Larned, now closed through midnight, and Jefferson closed at Washington and Griswold on and off until midnight. And it is time for the NECA IBEW Local 58 Construction Alert. Now, if you're going downtown for an event this weekend, of course, the Auto Show 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday. The Lodge Freeway northbound as you head out between Forest Avenue and I-94. Your two right lanes will close at 7 tonight. Stay in place until Sunday afternoon. So your best bet in and out of downtown is I-75 and the Jeffries. I got a crash on the Jeffries. Your westbound express lane exit to Davidson Avenue on the right shoulder of the ramp, and very heavy in this zone right now. I can see it through the AAA jam cams. I-75 southbound from South Huron Drive to I-275. Only one lane open. After 8, the northbound side goes down to one lane in that zone. And now with Kid Rock at Pine Knob, I-75 northbound heavier from M59 to Baldwin, then slow in pockets to Sashabaw. And then up north drivers, you got a slow go through Flint, I-75 northbound after Corona. There's a crash blocking your left lane that has you backed up for about 4 miles behind it from before the US 23 I-75 split. Traffic is sponsored by Thornton & Grooms. Thinking it might be time to replace your home's furnace or AC? Thornton & Grooms is offering a trade-in cash for your clunkers. Call Thornton & Grooms today. Limited time offer for guaranteed for the first 150 customers who trade in their unit. Trade-in value depends on model purchased and is applied toward the new unit. Your next update, 528 in the Rapid Roofing 24-hour traffic center.
Now the AccuWeather forecast from the Bill Brown Ford Weather
Tonight
Center.
will be a mild night under a clear to partly cloudy sky. We'll get down to a low of 62. Very warm tomorrow with times of clouds and sunshine, high 85. And it's going to remain warm into tomorrow night with a partly cloudy sky, low down to 66. And the warmth continues into Sunday with intervals of clouds and sunshine. Will be a bit breezy at times Sunday with a high, or again, around 85 degrees. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on WWJ News Radio 950.
Currently, we've got sunshine right now downtown. Here it's 82 degrees. It is 83 right now in Livonia. It's 81 in Orchard Lake and 77 right now in Grosse-Ile. At Detroit Metro Airport, mostly cloudy, 82 degrees.
WWJ News Time 5:20. Believe it or not, the Tigers could determine if the Chicago White Sox can make the playoffs. They're in action tonight at Comerica Park, and today was a practice day for the Lions as they get ready for their game on Sunday at Ford Field against the Washington Commanders. Jeff Lesson will have those details when we check sports in 2 minutes, right here on WWJ.
This moment is brought to you by Mega Millions. You're 6 numbers away from your moment.
Friday's Mega Millions jackpot is $256 million.
If you're in need of a CAT scan, MRI, or any diagnostic testing, check with Basha Diagnostics first. Basha could save you a lot of money. Basha has 3 locations: Sterling Heights, Dearborn, and Royal Oak. Evening and weekend hours, same-day appointments, and results. Uninsured patients or patients choosing not to use their insurance can use Basha's affordable cash prices with no additional charges. Call them today at 248-288-1600 and explore at BashaOpenMRI.com.
Frank Farmer from American Metal Roofs.
Outlandish lies in roofing ads drive me nuts. Like stone-coated metal roofs installed in one day. Folks, the last thing you want is a cheap metal roof installed in a hurry. We remove bald stone-coated roofs all the time, and a lot of today's stone coat is imported. Help me combat these lies. May I use your home to showcase a quality American metal roof? If you agree, I'll cut your price. Imagine your home, the showcase of the neighborhood. Call us and see if you qualify.
Call 844 Metal Roofs.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
At CDW, we get Mac at work works for everyone.
I work in IT, and since we switched to Mac, the text messages I'm getting are a lot more positive. Sales is happy because Mac works with all their apps. Finance is happy to get power without the big price tag.
And CDW configured every device to work right out of the box.
Is there an emoji for that?
I use the unicorn. IT orchestration by CDW. People who get it. Get a great deal on Mac for your business at cdw.com/getmac. Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to WWJ News Radio 950 and all the news, sports, music, and podcasts that move you.
WWJ News Time, it's 5:23. Here's Jeff Pleasant at your Metro Detroit Chevy Dealer Sports Desk.
Both the Spartans and Wolverines back in action tomorrow at 12 noon at the Big House. Michigan, number 4 in the land, will entertain UConn. Michigan, a 47.5-point favorite in that game. Heard right here. You can hear it on WWJ. Our pregame begins at 9 a.m. Meanwhile, number 9, Michigan State on the road at Washington. Michigan State, nor any other Big Ten team, has not had a heck of a lot of success on the West Coast. In fact, Michigan State has lost 12 straight road games against the Pac-12. This time Washington, they're unranked, but they're still favored by 3. Line suffering some injuries among the offensive line, getting ready for the Washington Commanders on Sunday. On Wednesday, both Frank Ragnow and Jonah Jackson missed practice. I'm Jeff Lesson. We have sports at 23 and 53 past the hour on WWJ News Radio 950.
Let me tell you a little bit about Congresswoman Alyssa Slotkin. First off, she's a badass. After 9/11, she got recruited into the CIA. She served 3 tours of duty in Iraq alongside our military. Then, back at home, she worked for both Presidents Bush and Obama at the White House and the Pentagon. Now she's putting that badass approach to work for Michigan in Congress. She works with both Democrats and Republicans to get things done. She's an independent thinker, and right now, she's focused on bringing our supply chains back from overseas to create good-paying jobs. She's even making sure that taxpayer money goes to American companies, not to China. Because, for Alyssa Slotkin, service is doing the right thing no matter what. As long as she's in Congress, we'll have a fighter representing us.
I'm Alyssa Slotkin, running for Congress, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Alyssa Slotkin for Congress.
Music Town Detroit, powered by your Metro Detroit Ram Truck dealers in the heart of the District Detroit on the 2nd floor of Hockey Town. Win tickets to music performances, experience game day Detroit, your favorite teams, and party on the rooftop. Check out musictowndetroit.com. WWJ News Time now, 5:25. Time for a check of your money, and here's Bloomberg's Denise Pellegrini.
Full basket of bad news. Earnings missed. It withdrew its forecast, citing inflation, the risk of global recession, especially in Europe and Asia, and it also mentioned deteriorating business conditions. The stock tanked more than 20% and weighed on sentiment. The Dow closing lower, down about 0.5%. The S&P 500 down about 0.7%. The Nasdaq, the hardest hit, down 0.9%. Investors also eyeing next week's expected rate hike from the Fed and wondering how much more damage that'll do to the economy. And the parent of Playboy is selling its Big Buddy jet. It's a private jet. It's being sold for about $17.5 million. As this Playboy tries to raise cash to counter mounting losses. Slater Family Holdings, a family office with locations in Boston and Palm Beach, buying the jet. And under the deal, Playboy will get to keep ownership of the plane's tail number, N95 OPB. That's the same number as Hugh Hefner's original jet. I'm Denise Pellegrini with the Bloomberg Business Report on WWJ News Radio 950.
Oh, we've got a couple of trouble spots. We have a crash on I-96 the Jeffries Freeway ramp, and we also have traffic picking up in and around downtown. We'll check in with KT in 2 minutes.
The IRS is beefing up its staffing, and this only raises questions about future tax audits. The IRS can take away your peace of mind and hit your wallet. You will need a real team of local lawyers. You need Abraham and Rose. Maurice and Jerry will guide you through this experience. They offer a comprehensive suite of services and have dealt with the IRS for years. Save your dollars and spare yourself headaches. Visit abrahamandrose.com today or call 248-539-5040. That's 248-539-5040, so you will never personally have to deal with the IRS.
One of the things that I love about betting on the NFL is that I'm always finding new game or player props that I like to bet. And what's so cool about FanDuel Sportsbook is you can combine those prop bets with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. In fact, you can build out your own same-game parlay for every Lions game this season. You can choose Jared Goff going over 250 yards passing each game, or how about Jamal Williams scoring at least one or more touchdowns in every game this year. Same-game parlay is just one of the reasons that I bet with FanDuel. Another, how about the ease of use? It's easy to register, easy to deposit, and easy to find your bet. There's no feeling like nailing a same-game parlay bet, so lock in your bet today on FanDuel Sportsbook. Right now, new customers get up to $1,000 back in free bets if your first bet doesn't win. Just sign up using promo code TonyO. That's promo code TonyO. Make every moment more with FanDuel Sportsbook, the official sportsbook partner of the NFL. You must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. First online, real money wager only. $10 first deposit is required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable free bets that expire 14 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. WWJ News Time, 5:28. Time for traffic and weather together every 10 minutes on the 8s. With a look at rush hour traffic. Here's KT.
Mo, with the Auto Show Charity Preview downtown, a Tiger game, an event at the Fox and LCA. Traffic is just picking up downtown. I can see it through the AAA jam cams. I-75 north and southbound between 375 and the Jeffries. Also I-94 east and westbound in between the Jeffries. Now, the Lodge Freeway southbound exit to Larned is now closed through midnight. Traffic is sponsored by Builders First Source. I got a crash in the Jeffries westbound express lanes on-ramp from Davidson Avenue on the right shoulder of the ramp. You are slow to try to get onto the freeway. You're slow in this work zone, and you will be all night long. I-75 southbound from South Huron Drive to I-275, only one lane open after 8 tonight. The northbound side goes down to only one lane, and that's in place until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. Kid Rock, Pine Knob tonight, 75 is heavy. M59 to 2, this is northbound M59 to Baldwin, and then slow in pockets to Sashaball Road. Transform your outdoor space this summer with Trex Transcend decking from Builders First Source. Save now on Trex Transcend decking on sale at Builders First Source with 2 locations, Clinton, Shelby Townships, Builders First Source, Macomb County's largest decking dealer. Your next update coming up at 5:38 in the Rapid Roofing 24-hour traffic center.
We're going to see clear to partly cloudy skies tonight. We'll drop down to 62 degrees. It'll become warm with times of clouds and sunshine tomorrow with a high near 85. Same story for Sunday, times of sunshine, clouds, breezy, warm, a high near 85. And then could see a shower around on Monday. Otherwise, it'll be warm and humid. We'll see a high near 81. Currently, still mostly sunny right now. Downtown, it's 82 degrees. It's mostly cloudy and 82 at Detroit Metro Airport.
If you own a business, this has been a bumpy ride. From pandemic to inflation, I'm sure you could use a break. If your business has 5 or more employees and survived COVID, you may be eligible to receive a payroll tax refund of up to $26,000 per employee. The challenge is getting your hands on it. Hi, I'm Howard Mackler, and that's why I founded GetRefunds.com to cut through the red tape and get you the money. The team of tax attorneys we have put together are highly trained in this little-known payroll tax refund program. We do all the work, charge not a dime up front, and simply share a percentage of the cash that we get for you. Businesses of all types can qualify, including those that took PPP, nonprofits, and even those that had increases in sales. We have helped return over $1 billion to businesses, and we can help you too. Just go to GetRefunds.com, click on Qualify Me, and answer a few questions. This payroll tax refund is only available for a limited period of time. Don't lose out on up to $26,000 per employee. Go to GetRefunds.com. That's GetRefunds.com.
Broadcasting live from the North American International Auto Show in downtown Detroit and sponsored by NECA IBEW Local 58. This is WW.
For his role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol, 47-year-old Anthony Robert Williams of Southgate was sentenced today to 3 years of supervised release after his prison term and was ordered to pay $2,000 in restitution and a $5,000 fine. In June, a jury convicted Williams of a felony count of obstructing the joint session of Congress. Also, jurors convicted him of 4 offenses. In a Facebook post 3 days after the riot, Williams called himself an Operation Swamp Storm veteran and referred to January 6th as the proudest day of his life.
WWJ News Time, it's 5:38. That means it's time for traffic and weather together on the 8th. Let's start with a look at traffic, and the traffic is very heavy around downtown with all the details. Here's KT.
You got it, Tony. Traffic slowing in and out of downtown with people leaving, coming in for the game, and the auto show charity preview. You're heavy on I-75, 94, and as well as the Lodge Freeway. Your Lodge Freeway southbound exit to Larned now closed through midnight for the auto show charity preview. And Hart Plaza open to the public at 6. Traffic is sponsored by Bridgestone Tire. Now, if you're heading to the auto show this weekend, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. both days, the Lodge Freeway northbound out of the city between Forest Avenue and I-94. Your 2 right lanes closed. That starts at 7 tonight. Stays in place until Sunday afternoon. You do have a crash on I-75 northbound at Corona Road as you make your way through Flint up north, drivers, and you're backed up from before the US 23 I-75 split. Other than that, looking through the AAA Jam Cam, still seeing you heavy heading into the I-75 work zone through Hazel Park, Troy, Madison Heights going southbound. Kid Rock at Pine Knob has you just jammed on I-75 northbound between M59 and just about Sastraball Road. Hey, North American International Auto Show guests, confidence is important to have when you're on the road. That's why innovative Bridgestone tires are engineered to take you wherever life road lead. Bridgestone solutions for your journey. Learn more at BridgestoneTire.com. Your next update, 548 in the Rapid Roofing 24-hour traffic center.
Temperatures will not fall quite as far as we head through tonight with a clear to partly cloudy sky. We'll get down to a low of 62. Very warm into tomorrow with times of clouds and sunshine, a high of 85. Partly cloudy and warm tomorrow night, the low only dropping to 66. Warm again Sunday, intervals of clouds and sunshine. It will be breezy with a high of 85. We do expect some showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder Sunday night, with the low down to 66. And the warmth will persist into Monday and Tuesday. There could be an early shower Monday, otherwise humid with more clouds and sunshine, high 81. Partly sunny into Tuesday, high again around 81 degrees. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson on WWJ News Radio 950.
Currently, mostly sunny skies. It is 81 in West Bloomfield, 80 degrees right now in Mount Clemens, 83 in River Rouge, and at Detroit Metro Airport, it's mostly sunny and 82 degrees.
WWJ News Time, 540. Phantom of the Opera, Broadway's longest-running show, is scheduled to close in February of 2023, a victim of post-pandemic softening in theater attendance in New York. The musical, a fixture on Broadway since 1988, weathering recessions, war, and cultural shifts, will play its final performance on Broadway in February, according to multiple reports. The first production opened in London back in 1986, and since then, the show has been seen by more than 145 million people in 183 cities.
If voting is your thing, the Metro Detroit Boat Show at Lake St. Clair Metro Park through Sunday.
30% more boats on display, according to the executive director of the Michigan Boating Industries Association's executive director and manager of the Metro Boat Show. Nikki Poland says it's the largest in-water boat show in the Midwest, and social distancing during the pandemic gave more people the itch or excuse to get out on the water.
Boat sales have just skyrocketed. So we've had 12 consecutive years of growth, and the last 2 years have been precedented growth because people were looking for fun, safe ways to recreate outdoors. So there were a lot of new boaters.
Poland says last year's show saw attendance jump 17%, and they expect attendance to go even higher this weekend. The show is at Lake St. Clair Metro Park through Sunday. Parking is free with a Metro Parks Pass for $10 without. Show admission is $10, kids 12 and under free with an adult. Deals and details on hours and events online at metroboatshow.net. Mike Campbell, WWJ News Radio 950.
Today is a day many iPhone users have been waiting for. That's because the new models of the iPhone 14 officially went on sale. Yazima Perez works at the AT&T store in Corktown.
If you like the iPhones and you want to continue to jump on the bandwagon of getting the new one every year, this is definitely what you want to do. So,
wait in line hours before the store opens?
Well, we're here early to, so it just depends. Like I said, if it's you like iPhones, that's what you're going to do.
WWJ News Time, it's 5:42.
Opening a spa on Livernois in Detroit. I'm Vicki Thomas with Black Business Minute.
I started Tranquil Body Lux last year. Well, putting it into perspective of making it a full-blown business. I've been doing massages for 2 years, and I've been in nursing school, which I just graduated, for 2 years before that. So I just graduated as an LPN.
And how is business?
It's a little slow, but it's still steady. I've been trying to do social media, all platforms, even TikTok, because a lot of people like to see videos.
She offers a variety of services.
We offer yoni steaming. It's the detox. You detox all the lady jewels. And then we also have your regular massages, which is your Swedish massage, hot stone. You know, I also do a back facial. You get the hot towel with that, along with a scrub on back to help exfoliate your back, along with getting rubbed down from head to toe. We have foot detox for the men, because they pull your toxins out through your feet.
To find out more,
they can book at www.trunklebodyworks.com. It's Trunkle Body Works on Facebook and Instagram.
with Black Business Minute, I'm Vicki Thomas.
When it only happens once a year, you can't afford to miss it. Hi, I'm Tom Lyas, president of Gorman, and this weekend, Saturday 12 to 5 and Sunday 12 to 5, it's our giant fall warehouse sale. It's held at our warehouse complex off Halstead Road in Farmington Hills. When we say big, we really mean it. Like everyone else in retail, we are overstocked, so we are putting out a lot of brand new furniture for every room in your home. Everything will be priced near, at, even below cost, with savings up to 70% on Gorman's quality home furnishings. Extra space, extra product, and extra staff. Everything priced 40 to 70% off and immediate delivery. It happens this weekend at Gorman's famous warehouse sale. Plus leather furniture, mattresses, and closeout summer furniture. To learn more, go to gormans.com.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations, and you get the product you're looking for. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Now, local businesses can get closer to every customer in their city with fast, affordable shipping. Introducing USPS Connect Local. You want speed? We deliver same or next day. You want savings? We give you supplies at a flat rate. You want less legwork? We do free pickups. Move your local business forward with the United States Postal Service. Let's connect at USPSConnect.com/local. Specific markets, restrictions apply. Same day or next day delivery expected, but not guaranteed with entry close to final destination.
Health reports on WWJ. Sponsored by Delta Dental.
WWJ News Time is 5:45. We're live at the North American International Auto Show and joined live now by Tom Middlebrun, Executive Director of NECA, the National Electrical Contractors Association, and Paul Van Oss, Business Manager for IBEW Local 58. Gentlemen, thank you for being here.
Well, thank you so much for having us.
Okay, so you've been here this week, obviously, and you've already seen everything. First of all, what is your impression so far?
Well, actually, I really like it. I think everybody's going to have a good time today. Of course, Paul and I are extra excited because of all the EVs, and our contractors and his electricians are doing all the work.